From New Hanover County Schools Television, three-time Blue Ribbon winner for the North Carolina Schools Public Relations Association for Outstanding Electronic Media, this is your School News.
Welcome to your school news for the week of February 17th through the 23rd. I'm Scott Banke.
And I'm Jamie Stalfert. Topping our newscast this week, Board of Education holds a monthly meeting on a Saturday. County edition of Math Counts prepares students for regional competition, and All-County Elementary Choral Festival scheduled for this weekend.
Strange weather had an effect on a host of things last week, including the Board of Education's monthly meeting. Our top story this week is that meeting, which was held on Saturday, February 15th at the Board of Education Center on South 15th Street. Bobby Blue has a complete rundown of the board notes.
The Saturday Board of Education meeting was surprisingly well attended, with teachers and community members in the audience. The February meeting was held on a Saturday because of the icy weather that created havoc in our area. This weekend meeting consisted of a number of information items, some unresolved old business, and technology and operations items under new business. Under information, Policy 6450, which involves grievance procedures for employees, was presented for first reading. Then the principal and the teacher of Hanover High School presented the details behind a new international baccalaureate program that they'd like to start at the school. Laney High School also got a chance to present their new program concept, which focuses on biomedical careers. Finally, under information, Assistant Superintendent of Operations Bill Hans outlined suggestions for accommodating the continued growth in the county and how the school system needed to respond. Mr. Hans also gave a report on how the school system weathered the sudden and unexpected ice storm. Two policies for second reading were approved. They included the new policy regarding fraternization and Policy 5400, which focuses on how the school system names facilities. Finally, after having been postponed for 3 meetings, the Board of Education approved the Public Utility Easement Agreement with the Cape Fear Public Utility at Eaton Elementary. There were 6 items under new business. They included a bid for Hoggard High School Phase 2B HVAC improvements, ENG Toolkit License Sole Source Resolution, and the Thinking Maps Sole Source Resolution. All 3 of those items were approved. Also approved under new business were the Technology Plan, a Laney easement, and the Makeup Days calendar. The next regular Board of Education meeting will be Tuesday, March 4th at 5:30 p.m. at the Board of Education Center, 1805 South 13th Street. As always, if you cannot attend the meeting in person, you can watch the telecast live right here on the Learning Network, or tune in for rebroadcast Wednesday nights at 8, Friday mornings at 8, and Sunday afternoons at 1. Board of Education meetings can also be watched online at www.nhcs.net. That's your board notes for February. Back to you.
In other news, the County Math Counts competition managed to squeeze itself in between our icy vacation. Held in the Board Center, featured numerous teams from all the area middle school students. We get a report on the event from YSM reporter Chase Fulton.
It was an exciting day for New Hanover County schools, as the best and brightest of the county got together to celebrate their favorite subject, math. Middle school students from across the district got together and shared their love for math at the county level Math Counts competition.
I think it's fun to work out the problems even if they're hard, and I believe that it's really engaging and helps you expand your knowledge of math.
Math Counts is a competition in which students go up against each other in challenging B-style events which include word, algebra, and geometry problems. Here's all the winners. Daniel Ching, a student from Rolling Grass Middle School, was the top overall individual scorer. The Rolling Grass Middle School team, coached by Christy Cornegie, cheered in excitement for their fellow mathlete. Coach Amy Yarborough's team from Noble Middle School was the first place team overall, and team members Ben Davis, Melanie Sue, Jason Blaisdell, and Jack Farmer got to take home a trophy.
Every Wednesday and Thursday during enrichment, we meet and then we just do problems from past Math Counts tournaments or competitions, and our teacher gives them to us, and we work on those and try to get as many right as possible.
Devin Bonifacius from Trask Middle School won the countdown round. Holly Shelter Middle School, coached by Regina Connors, came in second place. Holly Shelter's team members are Ben Latter, Gautam Vermurray, Kendall Scott, and David Shin.
You get to learn a lot of new math skills that you wouldn't typically learn in your regular math class, and it's also really fun to meet other kids who enjoy math as much as you do at competitions like this.
2 students who participate in the Math Counts competition also participated in the American Mathematics competition this past fall. Sonia Shaw from Rolling Grass Middle School and Melanie Sue from Nova Middle School scored in the top 5% with scores of 18 and 19 respectively, and will be listed on the American Mathematics competition honor roll. The American Mathematics competition, open to students in grades 6 to 8, is sponsored by the Mathematical Association of America. The County Math Counts competition was fun for all of the middle schoolers, and even more fun for those who got to take home a trophy.
Well, I really like working out the problems and using different equations to find out the correct answer. And it's just fun going through the equations and the joy of knowing that you got the equation right. I don't know, math is fun.
Math Counts was started in 1982 by the National Society of Professional Engineers, National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, and the CNA Foundation as a competitive environment to increase middle school interest in mathematics. The first national level competition in the modern format was held in 1984. Reporting for Your School News, this is Chase Fulton.
Thank you, Chase. The county level Math Counts competition serves as a practice for all math teams. This past weekend, each middle school team also competed in the regional Math Counts events, and we'll have the names of our area winners in next week's show.
College Park students enjoyed cheering on the Laney Seahawks when they had the opportunity to attend a game last month. The College Park students also sang the national anthem before the start of the game. The College Park visit was part of the Seahawk Tomorrow program that strives to provide elementary school children the opportunity to learn about the importance of education and physical activity in their daily lives. Every year, the UNCW women's basketball program picks one game to serve as a Seahawks Tomorrow event. This year's game was a huge success, and the entire student body of College Park Elementary attended the game. The students cheered on the Lady Seahawks to a 60-53 victory over the Huskies of Northeastern.
International performing artist Bridget Bibbins brought her groundbreaking music education program, Electrify Your Strings, to Murray Middle School. This exciting event transformed the student musicians into a full-fledged rock orchestra. We get a complete report from YSM reporter Airlie Ward.
The perfect blend of classical instruments and the flair of rock and roll, Electrify Your Strings gave the students at Murray Middle School a whole new appreciation for music. Electrify Your Strings is a music education phenomenon that fires up students by injecting a high-voltage dose of rock into school's music education program. The intensive rock and roll experience for music education departments boosts student self-esteem and motivation.
The goal is to empower them to connect with their music, their instrument, their peers on a deeper level than they have before. You know, they generally look at learning a string instrument. You've got a wooden box with strings on it. It's not a living creature. It's not something that they associate as really being part of them and part of their lives. And so we try to get them to connect with it and to bring the music alive in themselves, which sounds really cliche, but it's by getting them to play music that they're familiar with, they can see how far they can take their instrument and run with it.
Students at Murray worked directly with Bridget Bibbins, a world-class artist who introduced the students to an entirely new creative world of music. Under Miss Bibbins' directions, students learned about improvisation and performance techniques.
The regular violin, it can be a little, it squeals a lot when you're playing it, and it'll squeak when you're playing the wrong stuff, but with the electric violin, it's all just blasted and awesome, and you'll play it, and then you'll feel like you're on top of the world because you've never played something that's so big.
The Electrify Your Strings experience really connected the students to the vibrancy of music in an unforgettable experience. It ignited the Murray Orchestra not only to work hard in music class, but it also gave them a reason to succeed out of music class.
Bridget has inspired me to do what she does. I really want to get into a music industry with this kind of program. And I mean, you can always play classical or rock music. It's not really that big of a deal, but I would love to do both.
Bringing the two-day workshop to a close, Murray Middle held a concert entitled Dream Tour. The Murray Middle School Orchestra performed in the live concert alongside Miss Bivens. The event gave the students an opportunity to showcase the remarkable sound and energy they could create from their violins, violas, cellos, and basses. Reporting for Your School News, this is Airlie Ward.
On Saturday, February 22nd at 2:30 p.m., the New Hanover County Schools All-County Elementary School Choral Festival concert will be presented. The concert will be held at Minnie Evans Arts Center. Approximately 150 talented young singers from New Hanover County Elementary Schools will perform. The elementary all-county chorus will be conducted by Miss Amy Tucker Morgan. Miss Tucker Morgan began her teaching career in the school system, and she currently serves as the adult choral director of St. Matthew's Lutheran Church in Wilmington, North Carolina. The public is cordially invited to attend this afternoon of choral music. There will be no admission fee.
Well, it's official again. New Hanover County Schools' makeup schedule for the 4 days missed due to the first winter weather will remain the same. The schedule will include traditional schools and Eaton Elementary school calendars. Coddington Elementary will be an exception because they were closed an additional day to serve as an emergency shelter. That schedule will include Friday, March 28th, Thursday, June 12th, and Friday, June 13th. There will be no Saturday makeup day on February 22nd as previously announced. Now, in light of the recent days lost to ice, 15 minutes will be added to the start and end of each school day for a total of 30 additional minutes per day for 4 weeks, starting Monday, March 3rd and through Friday, March 28th. This will add 10 instructional hours back into the calendar. Early college calendars will be adjusted as needed in accordance with their college affiliation.
Now, when Your School News continues, Creed Raston is here with this week's exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up, students at Trask Middle School have been decorating their classroom doors in celebration of Black History Month, and we'll take a tour.
This is Your School News on the cable and online. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
History's Timeline, a world of history in 60 seconds, brought to you by New Hanover County Schools. January 16th, 1920, Prohibition comes into force in the United States. November 14th, 1922, the tomb of Tutankhamun is discovered by Howard Carter in Luxor, Egypt. May 20th and 21st, 1927, Charles Lindbergh flies from New York to Paris in 37 hours. February 14th, 1929, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. 6 Chicago gangsters are machine-gunned to death by a rival gang. This has been History's Timeline, an educational snapshot of the fascinating people, places, and events that have shaped our past.
Welcome back to Your School News. All this month, our B block is devoted to Science Olympiad.
Every year in North Carolina, Science Olympiad tournaments are held on universities, community college, and public school campuses across the state. These tournaments are rigorous academic interscholastic competitions that consist of a series of different hands-on, interactive, challenging, and inquiry-based events that are well-based between the various disciplines of biology, earth science, environmental science, chemistry, physics, engineering, and technology.
As we count down to Regional Science Olympiad on March 1st, our series, Olympiad in a Nutshell, focuses on events, student competitors, and the history of this event.
The competitive event of Science Olympiad aligned with the North Carolina Standard Course of Study as well as the National Science Education Standards. The events are designed to enhance and strengthen both science content and process skills. Now, while the North Carolina Science Olympiad Committee replaces some events each year, A host of events remain the same. These events, called walk-in for the public, are the golden events of the Olympiad. Tower building and Boomalever, Robot Rambler, Right Stuff, and more have been the real eye-opener competitions at Olympiad. With a complete report on some of these exciting events is YSN reporter Cassie Williamson.
Every year, North Carolina Science Olympiad hosts tournaments at universities, community colleges, and public school campuses all across the state. These tournaments are strict competitions that consist of different hands-on, interactive, and challenging events. These events are well balanced between the various disciplines of biology, earth science, environmental science, chemistry, physics, engineering, and technology. Some of the most popular hands-on events include Boomalever, Bottle Rocket, Mission Possible, and Scrambler. The Boomalever event is a building event. Teams will design and build ahead of time a Boomalever constructed from wood and adhesive that is capable of bearing a load. There are specific dimensions the boom must have. At the competition, teams will hang their Boomalever on the testing wall from hooks and load sand into a bucket suspended and supported by the opposite end of the Boomalever. The boom will be loaded until either it breaks or 15 kilograms is held, whichever occurs first. Scoring for this event is based on efficiency. Another event, the Bottle Rocket, is also a building event. Teams will build ahead of time up to 2 water rockets using a 2-liter beverage bottle pressure vessel. At the competition, teams will have up to 10 minutes to launch their rockets for the greatest time in the air. In the Mission Possible event, teams will design and build a Rube Goldberg-type device that starts in a specified way, pouring in a cup of mixed materials, and ends in a specified way, turning on a light, prior to the competition. Additional points are earned for intervening energy transfers as outlined in the rules. The rules this year did change from a 3-person to a 2-person event. During the Scrambler event, teams will build ahead of time a mechanical vehicle capable of traveling down a straight, level track while carrying an egg mounted to the front. A braking mechanism must self-activate to stop the device before it reaches a barrier at the end of the track. Teams will be allowed 10 minutes to attempt 2 runs. Teams are scored by the single run that gives them the best overall rank. The challenging and self-motivating events of this competition are designed to improve both science and processing skills. Science Olympiad is an educational yet fun way to get students active and excited about learning. Reporting for Your School News, this is Cassie Williamson.
Thank you, Cassie. Science Olympiad tournament goals are outstanding. And as you watch the Olympiad in action, you can see these goals in person. To bring science to life, to show how science works, to emphasize problem-solving aspects of science and the understanding of science concept, to develop teamwork and cooperative learning strategies among students, to make science education more exciting so more students will enroll in science courses and engage in other science activities, to promote high levels of achievement and a commitment to excellence, to demonstrate that American students can perform at levels that surpass expectations of even practicing scientists and engineers, and to attract more students, particularly females and minorities, to professional and technical careers in science, technologies, and science teaching.
Thanks, Jamie. We will feature several more reports on Science Olympiad as we count down to the big regional tournament held on the campus of UNCW. As we have done for 14 years, NHCS TV will be there covering all the events live for those you cannot attend. So mark your calendars for Regional Science Olympiad on March 1st.
It's now time for this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. Gone are the days of mystery meat and the crabby hairnet-wearing lunch lady.
Across the county, school lunchrooms have gotten a facelift and a menu makeover.
Creed Rassin, our lunch menu analyst, joins us now with the week's school lunch menu, so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working with the New Hanover County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Thanks, and welcome to this week's edition of the Lunch Bill of Fare. From the Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act, championed by the First Lady and signed by President Obama, USDA is making the first major changes in school meals in 15 years, which will help us raise a healthier generation of children. Let's take a look at this week's selections. On Tuesday, February 18th, your entree choices are beef taco with Spanish rice or garden chicken sandwich. On the side, barbecue pinto beans, sweet potato casserole, a garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, February 19th, enjoy either a submarine sandwich or cheesy breadsticks. On the side, a delicious tomato and cucumber salad, a classic garden salad, and a fruit jello topping. On Thursday, February 20th, you have two great entrees choices, mini ravioli in a breadstick or a chicken filet sandwich. On the side, roasted butternut squash, broccoli with cheese, a garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Friday, February 21st, your cafeteria serves up a Friday classic pizza or enjoy turkey, ham, and cheese hoagie. Then on the side will be macaroni salad, lima beans, a garden salad, and mixed fruit. For the weekend, I've got my healthy tip. This weekend, instead of ice cream, try sherbet. Ice, milk, or frozen, fat-free or low-fat yogurt. Remember, it's all about eating right. After the weekend, start the week with either corn puppies or grilled chicken with noodles as your entree choices. On the side, you can choose from sweet potato waffle fries, a garden salad, and pineapple chunks. February is Heart Healthy Month. My favorite tip for keeping a strong heart is to laugh and smile and play. Scientists have found evidence for the health benefits of lightheartedness and cheerfulness of healing and fighting off illness. Give it a try this month. It will do your heart good. Now taking a look once again at your lunch entrees for the week, we've got some great selections with some really great sides to choose from throughout the week. Thursday has two great entree choices with mini ravioli and chicken filet sandwich to choose from. We end the week strong with the classic pizza slices. Then don't miss those sweet potato waffle fries on the side on Monday the 24th. That's what's on slate for lunch at your school's cafeteria, so don't miss any of these nutritious and delicious and healthy meals. From the newsroom, this is Creed Rassin, reminding you true healthcare reform starts in your kitchen, not in Washington. Back to you.
Thanks, Creed. Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill Affair during the morning show here on the Learning Network. And you get lots of healthful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition. Now don't go away. Coming up, we take a tour of Trask Middle School's decorated doors in celebration of Black History Month.
But up next, we've got the high school sports report with Russell Harrison. Russell will keep you updated on all the games for the coming week.
Your school news will continue right after this break.
Takeout meals for just $12.99. Call them.
Sherry Pearson. You are the sole surviving heir of the King of Montanopolis, and you are now worth $45 million.
I'm rich. This can't be real.
Of course it's not real. Come on. Having money isn't about luck. Like that takeout meal. Cook at home instead, you can save thousands a year. Feed me.
Feed the pig.
I've always said that you can't change what you don't acknowledge. So let's acknowledge this. 1 in 6 Americans now struggle with hunger. These are our co-workers, our neighbors, our friends. The problem is closer than you think. But so is the solution. This is a changing day, not just in your life, but in the lives of many, many others. Join me by visiting feedingamerica.org and find your local food bank to help. I'm Dr. Phil, and together we're Feeding America.
Welcome back to your school news. It's time for sports with Russell Harrison.
Welcome to this week's sports segment. We've got a look at the Mid-Eastern Conference Tournament basketball games coming up this week, and also last week's scores, while including wrestling featured in this week's sports. Let's kick things off with men's basketball. The Lane Bucks took on Ashley Screaming Eagles. They played a very close game and came up with the win by just 1 point. The final score of this game was 58-57. Higer played against the South Brunswick Cougars last week, which seemed like an easy game for the Vikings. The final score of this game was 72-48. New Hanover Wildcats had a great game last week against Topsail Pirates and won by 28 points. The final score of this game was 55-27. In men's basketball this week, the Mid-Eastern Conference will take place at Brunswick Community College from February 17th to February 21st. Games start at various times, so please check your school website for the latest updates. Last week in men's wrestling, regionals was held at Jack Britt High School. There are 9 wrestlers from New Hanover County that qualify for states. Laney had 7 wrestlers qualify for states: David Boston, Adon Hardy, Jonathan Miller, Cole Plott, Russell Harrison, Joey Weibel, and Brian Capps. Higer had 1 person qualify for states, which was Daniel Wilson, and Joe Mondragon from Ashley qualified as well. Congratulations to all the wrestlers and good luck to them at states. States will be held at Greensboro Coliseum from Thursday, February 20th till Saturday, February 22nd. Now don't go away. Your school news will be right back after this break.
We are different. Society should aspire to be more like us.
Be part of the first class. Get energized. Get outside.
Hold on, guys. It's gonna get bumpy.
And get moving. Experience the power of physical activity. Join the movement at ActionHeroAlliance.com.
Following the tragic events of September 11th, there have been hundreds of violent attacks against innocent Americans.
Remember what that flag you're waving stands for.
Remember, please stop the hate.
We're stronger when we are united.
Remember what that flag you're waving stands for.
One nation under God.
Indivisible.
With liberty
and justice
for all.
In America, there's either room for everyone, or it's not America.
Don't pick the wrong fight.
Let's keep America land of the free.
Stop the hate.
Welcome back to your school news. Trask Middle School held a school-wide Black History Month door decorating contest during the school's enrichment period.
Each enrichment group worked collectively to illustrate a significant historical event, person, or category as it relates to Black history.
The doors throughout the school were amazing, covering Black achievement in music, art, politics, and more.
One door was decorated like U.S. postal stamps and featured the stamps that commemorated historical Black leaders and Shakers.
African American inventors were a big theme on a number of doors. Some featured both the invention and the inventor, while others featured famous quotes from the inventors.
One door adds an awesome salute to Tuskegee Airmen, and the door was covered in airplanes.
The Change to Inspire door was an incredible collection from famous and not so famous Black Americans whose efforts and work helped change the way we all live today.
Doors were judged and the winning enrichment group won a pizza lunch.
That does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories, Board of Education held its monthly meeting on a Saturday. County edition of Math Counts prepares students for regional competition. And All County Elementary Choral Festival is scheduled for this weekend.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online. And don't forget to start your morning with our light and lively morning show weekdays at 6 a.m. I'm Scott Banky.
And I'm Jamie Stalford. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching the Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network of the Cape Fear.
Have a great day.